Layunin at detalye sa National Jail Decongestion Summit. Ating pag-uusapan kasama si Justice Carl Miranda, Associate Justice ng Sandigan Bayan. Justice Miranda, magandang tanghali po at welcome sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Magandang tanghali po sa inyo, magandang tanghali sa ating mga nanonood.
Okay, sir, bago po natin pag-usapan itong Jail Decongestion Summit, maaari niyo po bang ipaliwanag muna kung ano itong Justice Sector Coordinating Council? Ano po ba ang roles and functions nito?
Okay. Ang Justice Coordinating Council ay yung pagsasama ng tatlong institusyon na in charge sa justice sector. And this would be the judiciary, headed by Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo, ang DOJ, na headed ng ating Justice Secretary Remulla, at ang DILG. Ngayon, kasama, bakit DOJ, Kanyo? Dahil sa ang prosecutors at ang PAW ay nandun under the DOJ. And,
okay.
And then, bakit ang DILG? Because the BJMP is under the DILG. And also, ang DOJ, under sa DOJ, ang Bureau of Corrections kasi.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright. With that, sir, ano naman po itong National Jail Decongestion Summit? Nabanggit nyo na po yung jail kanina. So, ano po yung significance nito at ano po yung mga pwede nating learnings mula dito?
Okay. Yung National Jail Decongestion Summit is a project of the Justice Sector Coordinating Council. Kasi, sabi ko nga, ang Justice Sector Coordinating Council came together to solve problems in the administration of justice. Kasi dati, kanya-kanya yan. Halimbawa, problema ng DOJ, paano kasuhan yung akusado, di ba? Problema ng korte, paano i-hear yung kaso, di ba? Tapos yung, halimbawa, na sentensya na, pupunta na sa Bureau of Corrections, di ba? So, iba't ibang problema ang nafa-face ito. But sometimes, you need a sectoral approach to solve the problems. Kasi kung papabayaan na sila lang mag-isa, mas mahirap i-solve yung problema. But if they come together as a sector, the justice sector, coming in to coordinate with each other, it will be easier and faster to solve the problems. So, ang nangyari, ngayon, nagkaroon ng Justice Jail Decongestion Summit because one of the biggest problems of the justice sector is the decongestion of our jails and also prisons.
Okay. So sa ngayon, Justice, based on your assessment, ano po ba ang lagay ng kasalukuyang decongestion situation ng ating mga bilangguan sa bansa? At ano po kaya ang mga nakikita niyong mga pangunahing dahilan nitong congestion at mga overcrowding?
Okay. Yung congestion ng ating jails and prisons, it's ranging on an average of 376%, something like that.
376%, that is
But,
so high.
yes, but in some jails, umaabot ng 2,700% ang congestion. So, because under the National Building Code, pag pinag-usapan natin yung saan ba ilalagay ang PDL, Person Deprived of Liberty, or ang preso, dapat isang tao sa isang selda na 4.7 square meters. But following the national average of 376%, apat na tao
Ang nagkakasya po doon.
ang nandun ngayon because kulang ang facilities natin. But there are some jails na in 4.7 square meters, about 20 people.
So, hindi ka na, paano yun? Yun yung mga nakatayo na po or salit-salit matulog,
Yes,
di ba?
yes. And we've heard that and
Yeah.
news reports have come out on that matter, di ba?
Yeah, it's inhuman.
Saka sir, di ba may mga pinapasa yung mga mambabatas natin na ilipat daw sa iba-ibang mga regional? Kasama po ba yun sa mga kino-consider?
That is one of the yung proposed solutions to decongest the jails, to build more facilities or to relocate them to areas where the jail or the prison has extra facilities. But yet, no, kulang na kulang pa rin, no, eh. Kahit na ilipat natin, even those areas, congested na din. Mas mababa lang nga yung congestion rate. Hindi 2,007%. But sabi nga, the national average is over 300%.
Napakataas, no, partner?
But curious lang ako, partner, ano yung pinaka-congested na jail sa bansa?
Oh, okay. NCR.
In
and
NCR?
Calabarzon. So,
Okay.
NCR is 2,700%.
Percent.
Oh,
Okay.
Calabarzon is a little lower. In fact, there was a jail na napaka-congested, no? Such that, you know, again, do sa yung sa manual ng BJMP on ano ba yung dapat kalaki ng mga facilities for the jails. Sabi nila, for 10 prisoners, you need 1 toilet bowl. But there was a jail, or there is a jail in our country na 648 prisoners, 4 na toilet bowls lang. Ganun
Mag-aantay talaga, no, kapag gagamit ng ano.
Yes.
But sir, ano po, sabi niyo po, ito yung biggest problem talaga ngayon, no, yung congestion sa mga jails natin.
Oo,
Pero ano po ba yung epekto nito dun sa mga PDL sa ngayon?
Okay. Ang epekto nun would be necessarily sickness, di ba? Diseases,
Hawa-hawa na, no, sir?
hawa-hawa.
Okay, so ano-ano po sa kasalukuyan ng inyong mga programa at hakbang upang tugunan po itong patuloy na paninikip ng ating mga bilangguan sa bansa? Kumbaga wala na hong katapusan to na problema natin sa bansa.
Kaya ang tinitignan ng Justice Sector Coordinating Council na possible solutions to the congestion, to the decongestion, to the congestion of our jails would be, yung una, i-reduce natin sana yung pumapasok sa preso, yung pumapasok sa jail. And how do we do that? Diba? Maybe we make bail more affordable because marami dyan, indigents cannot afford bail. That's why the DOJ, if I remember correctly, came out with an order circular saying na, okay, when it comes to indigents, yung bail na i-recommend yun must be at least 50% off or 10,000 pesos, whichever is lower. So, that means hindi na kailangan halimbawa, bailable naman yung offense. Di ba? Hindi naman ganun kagrabe. Hindi na kailangan pumasok yung tao sa preso or sa jail para makadagdag sa congestion. That's one. And then, the order of the Justice Secretary na dapat that the prosecutors should only file strong cases. So, dapat mas mataas ngayon yung antas na kailangan bago mag-file ng isang kaso. Instead of, kasi dati, probable cause, meaning if there's a suspicion na that would make a reasonable man say na, tama, siya nga ang gumawa, pwede mo nang i-file. Ngayon, ang gusto ng Justice Secretary, you file cases na ang basis mo prima facie, that on its face, it is obvious, it's self-evident na siya nga ang gumawa. And there should be a strong possibility of conviction.
Yung mga matatanda
Yeah,
no?
I was about to say.
We're very concerned about that. Nakikita natin yung mga reports, yung mga
Yes.
senior citizens na
Yes.
naka-wheelchair na nga, nagkasakit na. Baka naman pwede hong ipakawalan na yung mga iba dito.
Okay. First things first, no? Kasi, yes, nakakaawa yung there are senior citizens na, okay, pumapasok sa ating mga jails, no? Sa kulungan. But the reality also is, may mga senior citizens na in their old age still commit crimes. And they have to go through the process, sadly, di ba? Now, I do not have the data from the Bureau of Corrections, but I was able to check sa BJMP. As of last year, 2022, there were about 3,700 senior citizens doon. Mixed na yun, from 60 up to over 70 years old.
Sir, following that line, nakapunta kasi ako, nag-visit ako sa Women's Correctional. Meron
Yes.
doon mga matatanda na kababaihan na over 60 years old na, and then ang kaso lang nila, estafa just because no read, no write. Hindi nila alam yung pinirmahan nila sa halagang 1,000 pesos. Kabilang po ba yung sa program natin, yung parang pag-assist doon sa mga kasong gano'n na hindi naman nila afford na mag-hire ng mga lawyer?
Hindi, kasama ho lahat yun. Kasama ho lahat yun. Whether sa prisons where the male prisoners are there or women's correctional, yes. Ang rate natin if I can remember correctly, sabihin natin, there are 7 male prisoners. Or there are 8 prisoners, sabihin natin, sa buong bansa, 7 lalaki, 1 babae.
Alright, pero sir, ito po, yung sa National Decongestion Summit, paano po ba nitong matutugunan or, this is the start po, no? So, how do we intend to start this process and paano po ba yung mga magiging next steps natin para po matugunan yung sitwasyon sa bansa natin na medyo pagsisikip talaga po sa mga kulungan?
This is a serious effort by the Justice Sector Coordinating Council to bring together all the stakeholders and all those who want to help in speeding up the administration of justice in our country, including the decongestion of our prisons. So, papupunta doon, mag-share ng their experiences, best practices, not only here, but also abroad, to come, to suggest, and to formulate policies na pwedeng gamitin ng justice sector.
Meron na po bang mga projects ongoing ngayon where they are building more structures so that we can decongest, especially here po, sabi nyo nga, NCR and Calabarzon?
Oo. It's a continuing effort, no? Yung additional facilities, but always
Always kulang?
yes. I
Despite,
think the budget is always the problem.
So, that's the problem that we want to address na sana taasan para mapalaki ang mga madagdagan. Yung sa National Bilibid Prison,
Yes.
sir, di ba, a few months ago may nakatakas na akala ay namatay,
Yes,
tapos yung pala
yes,
buhay.
yes.
So, for example, dyan po sa National Bilibid Prison, ilan po ang PDLs dyan?
Okay.
At ilan po yung dapat lang?
Okay. Ang PDLs natin, ang total, sa BJMP, these are the jails. Ito yung mga undergoing trial pa. Hindi pa
Okay.
sila nasentensyahan,
Yes.
except for yung mabababa ang mga kaso. No? About almost 200,000 all over the country ang nasa jails natin. Ang nandun sa prisons natin, and when we say prisons, it includes the NBP, as you were saying, the New Bilibid Prison, and the penal colonies. We have in Sablayan, we have in Iwahig Penal Colony, and many others. About 50,000. Yung mga nasentensya na 50,000. Of the 50,000, about 30,000 are in the New Bilibid Prison in Muntinlupa. So, 30,000 yung nandito sa Metro Manila. But of the 30,000, about 17,000 are in maximum security. Yun yung 20 years and above ang mga sentensya.
Sir, sa mga nagtatanong po, no, bakit kailangan din nating bigyan ng yung karapatan itong mga nakakulong, no? Maybe we can explain din sa kanila na, di ba po, itong mga nakakulong, they also have the right na magkaroon ng maayos na pamumuhay kahit nasa kulungan po, ano? Tama, sir?
Yes. If you will notice, nagbago na yung pangalan ng quote-unquote preso natin. Dati yung Bureau of Prisons. But it has been changed to Bureau of Corrections. Kasi ang belief natin ngayon is they can be rehabilitated.
They can change.
So dapat Bureau of Corrections. But as you pointed out kanina, new Bilibid Prison. Tama nga, dapat it should be the new Bilibid Correctional Institute. The same way na for women,
Women's
Correctional
Correctional.
Institute for Women. Baka dapat palitan na din yun.
That's nice, no? And give chance din sa kanila, no? Kasi
Yes.
everybody can change naman.
Yes, many of them are there for lack of the chance of a chance to make a better life, no? Because wala lang opportunity. Marami hindi nakapag-aral.
At dahil dyan, yan po yung malaking maitutulong ng National Decongestion Summit. No po? Kailan po ba ito gaganapin, sir?
This will be held on December 6 and 7 at the new at the Diamond Hotel in Manila. Oo.
Okay, so maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Justice Carl Miranda, Associate Justice ng Sandigan Bayan.
Yes. Thank you.